How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going against Marble. Let me know who you think is going to win based on the teams you see on screen right now, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's jump into the game. And the battle begins. So Marble's going to lead off with whatever that is, which is of course the Glimmora, as I actually led off with Glimmora as well. Glimmora is a really cool Pokemon. It gets this move called Mortal Swing, which is basically like Rapid Spin, but it does other stuff as well. I'll show you right now. Mortal Spin, it removes such as Bind, Wrap, and Leech Seed, also poisons the opposing Pokemon. So right off the bat, I'm going to go for a Stealth Rocks. I think that's the best thing to go for. There we go. Go for the Stealth Rocks real quick. We do outspeed, which is always great, as they're going to go for whatever move they want to go for, which is going to be Acid Armor. So they're an Acid Armor set, which is interesting, but at the same time, it's useless because we are a special attacker, and they should know this because they have their own Glimmora. Let's go for the Earth Power and take this thing out real quick. There we go. Will it take it out? It does. So their Glimmora goes down, which is absolutely amazing. One Pokemon out of the way. See, Glimmora is one of them Pokemon where when you look at its sprite, its icon, and then you look at it in the decks, it doesn't look that great. But then when it's in battle and it opens up like that, it looks so cool. So in comes this thing. I can't remember what it's called. Garnacle, I think it's called. Garnacle, something like that. This is a rock type, a pure rock type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Vaporeon first, because Vaporeon is my physically defensive Pokemon. And Vaporeon got a nice buff in the move Calm Mind. So that's pretty awesome. So we'll go into Vaporeon real quick. There we go. Nicely done. Vaporeon's got its own little battle stance that it does as well. And they're going to Terrestrialize. So what type are they going to Terrestrialize into, and how is it going to benefit them in any way against this Vaporeon? So they're actually a rock type, which is pretty interesting. So pure rock Terrestrialization. Fair enough. I mean, if it's going to work for you, it's going to work for you. I personally wouldn't do that. They go for an EQ anyway. They were obviously trying to get the KO on that Glimmora with the EQ. Not sure why they Terrestrialized for that. I would have personally saved that for later. But I guess Terrestrialization is a new mechanic, so people are still getting used to it and stuff. So that's fair enough. We are an Ice type Terrestrialized with this Vaporeon. I figured it'd be cool to get the Stab Ice Beam off on dragons and stuff. We'll go straight for a Surf though. They're going to withdraw their Garnacle because they don't want to... Well, they don't want it to go down just yet. And they're probably going to go into Miraidon if I had to guess. So they go into this cat thing. And that's going to get some stones dug into it, which is great, as we're able to go for a Surf and do some nice bit of chip damage to it. That did more damage than I thought it would, to be fair. So, we're fully expecting a critical hit from this thing. Now, I'm hoping that Scizor can get some good action in this game, because Scizor got a great buff in the item Arming Punch, I think it's called. Punching Glove? Punching Glove, I think it is. Just plain and simple Punching Glove. And then what that move does is it basically takes your punching moves, like Bullet Punch, for example, and it gives them a power boost of 1.5 times. Unfortunately, we're going to get tricked, though, by this Meowscarada. So now we no longer have the Punching Glove. We have a Citrus Berry, which is unfortunate. So I guess Scizor is not doing much this game. We'll go for a U-turn anyway, because it'll definitely take out the Meowscarada. I noticed they don't have Proteum, which is worrying, but what can you do? They are going to withdraw the Meowscarada because they can't really do much with it. And they're going to go into probably T, which is, of course, the Bascalibur. Wouldn't have personally gone into that against a Scizor, but I guess if you were expecting the U-turn, it's not that bad, as he's able to tank that U-turn pretty well, despite it being from a powerful Scizor. You know, that's a pretty good tank. So this thing's in. I'm going to bring in Armarouge. I think Armarouge is a brilliant Pokemon against their team right now. So bring in Armarouge. We'll get some love for Armarouge out. And looking at the rest of their team, I see no reason not to go for an Aura Sphere right now, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. They are going to withdraw the Baxcalibur because they're not in a very good type matchup. And they're going to go into what? Garnacle? Probably Garnacle, right? They bring in the Miraidon. So Miraidon is a very good Pokemon here, of course. It's a special attacker, though, and we are Assault Vest. So I'm pretty confident we can take a hit from it and dish out some damage in return. So we'll go for an Aura Sphere. We'll see how much that's going to do. Not a lot, to be honest with you. This Miraidon's going to be more of a problem than I would have liked it to be. We'll go straight into Sandy Shocks, though. Sandy Shocks can definitely basically switch it on this Miraidon, no problem, because electric-type moves aren't going to affect it thanks to it being a ground type now, which is amazing. They go for a Power Gem, which is fair enough. They would have got the super effective damage off on the Armarouge, which is great. They get a crit, which is unfortunate, and they reveal they are Life Orb, so that's pretty awesome. So we can go straight for an Earth Power if we want to. I don't really see a good switching on their team to an Earth Power Choice Specs variant. Sandy Shocks is a very powerful Pokemon. I mean, look, the whole team is dead to Earth Power right now. So they're going to bring in T again, which is, of course, the Baxcalibur. Going to get hit by Stealth Rocks, and then it's going to get bopped in the face with an Earth Power. I'm looking at this matchup, and I'm thinking, you know what? I think Sandy Shock sweeps from here. I think it does. I think Sandy Shock sweeps from here. Are we going to get a Sandy Shock sweep? That'd be amazing if we did. In comes whatever that is, which is of course going to be the Meowscarada. So this thing, in theory, should be outspeeding us. But I'm confident that an Earth Power will take it out from here, so I'm going to go for it. We do outspeed. Okay, cool. So we outspeed. Earth Power is going to destroy that Meowscarada. No problems whatsoever. Down it goes. Down it goes. I tell you what, Sandy Shocks is one of them Pokemon that slept on a bit. I don't really see it that often. You know, I'm playing on Showdown and stuff like that, just to test out Pokemon and see what they do and stuff. I don't really see Sandy Shocks very often, and I'm wondering why. So this thing's going to come in. It's a pure Rock type. It's definitely going to get bopped by an Earth Power right now, so let's go for that. There we go. Earth Power in away. Down it goes. Boom. So now their only hope really is their Tinky Tong. But I don't think Tinky Tong, unless it's Assault Vest, I don't think Tinky Tong could take us on. I really don't. Tinky Tong is one of them Pokemon where it's just very difficult to use. Right, in comes this thing, which is of course the Miraidon. Miraidon's going to take some Stealth Rock damage. Now we should outspeed Miraidon, but then again, I think it's got base 135 speed. So we might not. In which case, we might get bopped in the face by a Draco Meteor or a Dragon Pulse right now. But I'm going to go for the Earth Power anyway and see what happens. We do outspeed, and we're able to take out Miraidon. So Sandy Shocks is once again proving how powerful it is. This person had no chance against Sandy Shocks, let's be real. Sandy Shocks is just a really powerful Pokemon. I would definitely recommend using Sandy Shocks, to be honest with you, on anyone's team. Recommend it, definitely. It's a ground and electric type, which is really cool typing in general. Earth Power's going to come through, and we should be able to take out this Tinker Tong. They're going to go for a Fake Out, which is not going to do too much damage to us, which is absolutely fine. They're just prolonging the inevitable at this point, and we're going to go for the Earth Power real quick and take this thing out. So hopefully it takes it out anyway. It does take it out. And that is the game. So that was a pretty quick one, but I think it really well showcased the new Pokemon Sandy Shocks and showed just how powerful it can really be, because Sandy Shocks is a great electric type to have on anyone's team. And I always recommend that you have an electric type on your team and you have a ground type on your team, and Sandy Shocks just fills both those roles. So I think it's really cool. So anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.